Have you ever wondered who Enoch was, the mysterious man who walked with God? In a world where biblical figures are often enshrined in stories of triumph and tragedy, Enoch stands out as a beacon of enigmatic faith and divine connection. Unlike other patriarchs, Enoch's life is shrouded in mystery, not because of what he did on earth, but because of the celestial journey that defined his existence. Enoch, a figure mentioned briefly in the Book of Genesis, has intrigued scholars, theologians, and believers for centuries. In Genesis 5:21-24, the description of Enoch is succinct, yet profound. Enoch walked with God, then he was no more, because God took him away. This statement is a powerful testament to the life of a man who lived in such close communion with God that he did not experience death in the traditional sense. Unlike his ancestors, who were listed with lifespans ending with the phrase, "and then he died," Enoch's narrative breaks this pattern and introduces a heavenly mystery. His life raises intriguing questions about the nature of divine favor and the possibility of transcendence over mortal limitations. What does it mean to walk with God so profoundly that one might bypass earthly death? This singular detail raises Enoch from obscurity to a figure of wondrous speculation and spiritual aspiration. The implications of Enoch's walk with God during what was likely a tumultuous time in human history remain a subject of fascination. The antediluvian period, the era preceding the biblical flood, was marked by increasing wickedness, as hinted in Genesis 6:5-6. The environment was one where righteousness was scarce, making Enoch's faithfulness all the more extraordinary. His life challenges us to consider how our spiritual journeys can stand as beacons amid darkness. Outside of the brief mentions found in the canonical Bible, the book known as First Enoch provides a more elaborate narrative of Enoch's life, though it dwells in the realm of pseudepigrapha, texts that are not part of the Jewish or Christian biblical canon. The Book of Enoch expands on the mysterious figure, detailing his divine encounters and the visions he received. Among the most captivating aspects of this text is its depiction of Enoch as a scribe of judgment, a mediator between God and fallen angels, and a figure who ascends to heaven to gain wisdom and understanding. The origins of First Enoch trace back to ancient Jewish traditions, with portions of the text predating the Christian era. Scholars believe that the earliest sections, such as the Book of the Watchers, were likely composed around the 3rd century BCE. The book's narrative is complex, describing Enoch's journey through the heavens, where he witnesses the order of celestial beings and the unfolding of divine justice. This portrayal of Enoch as a seer offers insights into early Jewish cosmology and theology. However, the Book of Enoch is not without its controversies. Its exclusion from the biblical canon has prompted debates among theologians. Some early Jewish and Christian communities revered the text, while others dismissed it due to its mystical content and its divergence from the established scriptural themes. The Ethiopian Orthodox Church is one of the few Christian denominations that includes First Enoch in its biblical canon, which underscores the text's varied reception throughout history. The narratives contained within have influenced Christian and Jewish eschatology, providing a profound foundation for the understanding of angels, demons, and the celestial hierarchy. Stories of the Watcher's fall and Enoch's role as an intercessor present a richly detailed tapestry of spiritual struggle and redemption. The text's vivid imagery has permeated literature and art, inspiring works such as Dante's Divine Comedy and Milton's Paradise Lost. The Book of Enoch highlights the fallen angels, known as Watchers, who descended to earth, leading humanity astray. It was Enoch who interceded on their behalf, acting as a go-between for these celestial beings and God. Such tales paint Enoch as a man of immense spiritual significance, not just a passive recipient of God's favor, but an active participant in divine history. Through these stories, Enoch emerges not only as a man who walked with God, but as a figure who operated in heavenly realms, bridging the gap between the divine and the terrestrial. Enoch's influence extends beyond the Old Testament into the New Testament, where his tale of righteousness and divine ascension is echoed. In the Book of Hebrews, Enoch is noted for his faith. By faith, Enoch was taken from this life so that he did not experience death. He could not be found because God had taken him away. For before he was taken, he was commended as one who pleased God. Hebrews 11, verse 5. This passage reaffirms Enoch's significance as a paragon of faith, a precursor to the idea of resurrection and eternal life that is foundational to Christian belief. Jude, another New Testament book, directly references Enoch's prophecy, emphasizing his role as a prophet. Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied about them. See, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones. Jude 1:14. Here, Enoch is portrayed as a voice heralding divine judgment, a theme that resonates with apocalyptic literature. His inclusion in Jude suggests that early Christians found value in Enoch's visions and his embodiment of divine revelation. In early Christian texts and teachings, Enoch's narrative echoes as a symbol of ultimate faithfulness. His translation to heaven without experiencing death offered early Christians a glimpse of the promise of eternal life and the hope of resurrection. Enoch's story reassured believers of the transformative power of a walk with God, inspiring them to pursue a life of righteousness and faith, much like Enoch himself. The early church fathers, like Tertullian and Irenaeus, mentioned Enoch in their writings, highlighting the wisdom and insight that his story offered to the early Christian community. Tertullian even defended the authenticity of the Book of Enoch, arguing that the apostles' references to the text validated its teachings. This historical discourse underscores how Enoch's legacy influenced the development of Christian doctrine. Today, Enoch continues to captivate those who seek deeper spiritual insights. His story represents the pursuit of holiness and the extraordinary possibilities of divine relationship. Though his earthly life remains largely undocumented, his legacy as a man who walked with God challenges believers to consider their own faith journey. Enoch's narrative has found resonance in modern spiritual movements and interpretations. Mysticism, with its emphasis on personal experience of the divine, finds a kindred spirit in Enoch. His life serves as a metaphor for human potential to transcend earthly limitations through an intimate relationship with God. Whether one views Enoch as a historical figure, a symbol, or both, his narrative invites exploration into the mysteries of faith and the boundless possibilities within a life committed to walking with God. In contemporary spirituality, Enoch embodies the idea of mystical union with the divine. His journey inspires those who seek to understand the deeper dimensions of existence, offering a perspective that blends the mundane with the transcendent. Authors like Carlos Castaneda and Joseph Campbell have explored themes reminiscent of Enoch's story, underscoring the universal appeal of a journey toward divine wisdom. Enoch's story is timeless, inspiring countless individuals to reflect on the power of a devout life. His translation into heaven can be seen as the ultimate fulfillment of faith, offering hope that a life of righteousness can lead to eternal peace with the Creator. As we delve into the mystery of Enoch, we are reminded that to walk with God is to embark on a journey that transcends time and space, inviting us to become part of a divine narrative that continues to unfold throughout history. As we wrap up this exploration of Enoch's mystifying journey with God, we invite you to delve deeper into the multifaceted lives of biblical figures. Perhaps the allure of Enoch lies not just in his mysterious ascent, but in what it signifies for humanity, an encouragement to pursue deeper understanding and a life entwined with divine purpose. If you found this video enlightening, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more riveting tales from the pages of biblical history. Your engagement helps us uncover and share these timeless stories. Until next time, may your own journey be as enriching and profound as Enoch's walk with God.